Welcome back, folks, to Let's 100% Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. In this part, we're going to be slightly more relaxed than usual, and we're going to be helping our friend Zero out of the financial situation that he has, where his landlord is selling his store. So yes, we bought the property for $30,000. We now own all but one property or business in San Fierro. That one I believe you get later on. So anyway, now we're just waiting for a call from Zero.
Hello?
Carl, it's Zero.
Oh, hi, Z. You wasn't around when I signed the deeds.
Yes, I know. I was on a dangerous reconnaissance mission, deep into enemy territory.
Yeah, right, sure, whatever you say. I should come through and have a look at the business, you know?
Oh, of course, of course. I'll have to tidy up a bit. This place is such a mess.
Don't worry about it. I'll drop in soon.
Alright, by the way, if it wasn't obvious, the guy who's voicing Zero is Tobias in Arrested Development. And so because of that, I can't like stop seeing that the image of the guy in his whenever he talks. So let's start with the missions.
Hey, what up, Z?
Nothing is up, Carl, apart from my blood pressure and the imminent collapse of my hopes and dreams.
Why?
As usual, the forces of darkness have triumphed over good. Life is nothing but misery, briefly interspersed with agony.
Homie, what you own? Whatever it is, you need to reduce the dosage.
Excuse me, but I never take drugs. We all know drugs are for losers and or sex maniacs. And right now, sex is the last thing on my mind.
Thank God for that.
Berkeley is back.
Oh, Berkeley.
Yes.
Who the fuck is Berkeley?
Oh, just a man I once beat in fair competition. A man literally obsessed with revenge.
Oh, you put hands on him?
No, please. I never initiate violence.
Oh, I know. You knocked his bitch.
No. I won the prize in the science fair. First prize, that is.
And now he wanna pop you?
No.
And they say gangbangers is petty and small-minded. Hey, what's that bleeping sound?
That's him. We shall fight to the end! Berkeley's launched a full-scale attack.
This is insanity!
All batteries commence fire! He's going for my transmitters. If he takes them out, I'll never be able to launch a counterattack.
No problem, man, but they're only toys.
They're not toys. They're just smaller. CJ, bogey's at 12 o'clock.
But actually, that's a pretty good description of these things. They're actually just as dangerous as regular attack planes, but just on a smaller scale.
Great kid, don't get cocky.
The Zero has
See Barons at 9 o'clock high, Carl.
Zero has some of the most deceptively difficult missions in this game. So much so that in this version, a few of them are toned down. And I will get to the really infamous one. Oh my god. There we go, I'm doing pretty well. Usually by this point I've already taken some damage. This mission was really hard on the PS2, just because the PS2 analog sticks were really janky. In fact, I should probably be using mouse and keyboard for this one, because it'd probably be more comfortable overall. Although I have been getting minor carpal tunnel, so I feel more comfortable using a controller as long as I don't do some weird shit with the analog sticks. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, damn. Think I'm gonna start losing some. Oh, fuck. That was a bigger core than I thought it was. I thought that was just one. That was 4. yeah, we're fighting off tiny airplanes with bombs. And look, check out all the corpses. I don't know if we'll get the opportunity to look at all the dead bodies on the plane, or sorry, on the roof, but check that out. All those friggin' roof corpses. Oh, it looks like a lot of them despawned. Oh, shoot. I'm surprised none of these take damage. So I think the signal meter is actually supposed to be highlighting what the health of these antennas, even though in reality you should just be able to have them blacked out as, you know, them being charred up. Anyway, 30 more seconds and we should be good. Whew. But yeah, this was, I think, one of the hardest missions in the game. It's just that nobody ever remembers this one because the following mission is considered the absolute hardest in the entire game.
Berkeley! As long as we have opposable thumbs, we will fight you! Well done, Carl. Now leave. I must prepare for the battles ahead. Never have so few owed so many. Too little, three... No, that's not it. What is it? We will fight him on the beaches. Well, rooftops.
It's never a good sign when you relate to somebody who is obviously trying to show off a weird amount of knowledge. But anyway, let's start off this mission. Now, before I properly started, I have to explain. The PC version is made much easier. On the original, your fuel in this mission goes much faster. So, if you think the mission comes off as easy, remember that it originally went off about twice as fast.
Where'd you get this stuff at, man? Hey, Z, where you at?
Go away, Carl. I'm very, very busy back here. Top secret stuff, not for your eyes. Too sensitive.
Come on, homie, where are you?
I said go away, Carl. I don't need any friends today. Thank you.
Man, them some pretty strong draws.
Yes, my hero. Carl, he came back and humiliated me. I shall probably turn to prostitution now, where I will be found dead and broken. I am a 28-year-old man whose landlord just helped him down from a hook from which I had been hanging from my underwear, contemplating my inadequacy for nearly 2 hours. Ow! My crack.
Look, you gotta get even, homie. What kind of weapons you got?
I've got a prototype of a miniature plane.
Well, with that plane, we gonna go humiliate Berkeley.
Okay, cool.
Man, this is ridiculous.
That went right up my crack. Berkeley has his sycophantic lackeys do all his deliveries. Well, we shall hit him where it hurts the most. Bring his mail-order model business to its knees. Launch the Red Baron.
Man, that was a pretty sharp change in his vocal change, or in his tone.
The arc is finished. Be careful, Carl. One down, 4 to go.
Now, some have said that the plane controls very poorly. I'll say that if you've played Vice City, it controls very,
Don't let him get away. Punish him for his war crime. Ah, only 3 delivery boys left.
It does not control at all like it does in Vice City, and because of that, it just can feel very foreign. However, I actually think this controls just fine. It's just that the plane itself is actually more sensitive than than they are once you get to other airplanes. Okay. And apparently Berkeley's.
Carl, hunt them down.
And hang on, I gotta get rid of that red marker on the map. It's actually making things harder. Oh dear. Shoot. So, what makes this mission difficult, you may be wondering, like, for so many? The thing is, the time they gave you was not what it was supposed to be. You pretty much have only, like, a few seconds of actual clearance. Like, me crashing my plane into the pole is actually enough to screw you over in the PS2 version of this. So, and the other thing is that you definitely need to figure out some routing as to which order to take these guys out in, because otherwise you will waste way too much time trying to hunt these guys down, especially when you start, because you'll have no idea where these guys are turning. I have a decent idea as to where a lot of these guys are turning, but not for certain. Ah, Jesus. Like, I absolutely wouldn't have been able to make this now with 2 minor crashes. But yeah, for how much Zero's missions have this kind of juvenile sense of innocence to them, like with how much he is just doing really mundane things. Oh my god. And there's the other thing. Yeah, well, not necessarily innocent. I'll say, like, what would it be?
One more and Berkeley's mail order department is finished!
They have a sense of, like, juvenile immaturity to them, but I think that's because he is essentially a grown man playing with toys. Which I'm not as harsh on as other people might be. But it does kind of have this strange tone to his missions where everything feels like he made it when he was like 20 years younger, but he's still executing on it as a grown man. Okay, and this is another tricky one.
Now get her back home in one piece before she runs out of fuel.
This is what a lot of people did not expect. Oh, shoot. Is that you actually do have to return the plane back.
What's your fuel, Carl? Only half a tank left.
To give you an indication of how difficult this was originally, on a good run, you'd already be halfway down your fuel just before the last delivery guy is killed. So yeah, this is I already would have failed this, because that would be the point at which I right now, where I when I would have just barely finished it. If that makes any sense. So yes, this is the hardest mission in the game in the PS2 version. No longer so. The hardest side mission in the game is the ammunition shooting range, so maybe one thing will be the same.
Smell it! You know that ozone smell. Smells like victory.
Alright, so we're back to Zero and a comparably easier mission, but one I actually still struggled with when I played this again, so let's try.
What's happening, Zero?
I'm off to engage with destiny, good or bad.
What the hell are you talking about now?
The hour of judgment is upon me, and I must ask myself if I am a sheep or a goat. Carl, will you be my second? Here are some letters. I've left everything to you in case I don't make it. Please.
Already own it. What's wrong with you, man?
We are crossing the Rubicon. I am to engage in battle with Berkeley. At stake, honor and our very lives. It's funny. I've never noticed before how beautiful this time of year can be. I may never again see Rome in the springtime. A butterfly.
Come on with all the talking, man. Is you gonna battle Berkeley or what?
It's a fight to the death! Come hither! Behold, no man's land.
Man, y'all take this shit seriously.
Berkeley's headquarters is across no man's land. I'll drive the bandit, you fly the goblin, and help any way you can. If I get the bandit into Berkeley's base, he must leave San Fierro for good. Let battle commence!
Alright. So, pretty much, you have to, help Berkeley fight, or sorry, you have to fight off a lot of Berkeley's, tanks, and help Zero's,
Carl, don't be an idiot. Use the goblin to move that barrel.
and help Zero to destroy everything else. Come on. So yeah, the tank, that's down there, it's a real nightmare if you don't,
I'm blocked.
It's a real nightmare if you don't remove it in time. So, I actually take this opportunity now that he's blocked off with the barrel to move it, or sorry, to blow up one of the tanks before he's in danger. This way, I don't have to worry about keeping him safe. Now, so his next obstacle is going to be a bridge that I have to make. So I'm just going to get it right now. And then as soon as I plant it, I have to come right back for a bomb to destroy the tank. Should get Zero complaining about the bridge, which I'll let the audio play. So yeah, it's a very different...
Get a plank from our base and make a bridge across that gap.
Yeah, very different type of mission to everything else.
Berkeley's using tanks. Carl, grab a bomb and get rid of any tanks that threaten our progress.
So yeah, I really do like the gimmick of this, but I can see why it came off very badly to everybody. Because everything here is very difficult to understand initially. And it also takes a lot of time to get used to. There's also no real framing as to whether or not Zero's missions are optional. So I think a lot of people just play these thinking, oh crap, there's nothing left to do. Especially because Wuji's missions require you later on to get better at swimming.
There's another cursed barrel in the way.
So, if you didn't know how exactly to increase your lung capacity, you might think...
Move it! Carl, Berkeley's blocked me again.
You might think to yourself, oh, I have to beat Zero's missions in order to continue. When you don't, you actually...
Curse you, Berkeley! Carl, move that barrel!
You only need to you only have to just increase your lung capacity enough that you can do Wuji's missions. By the way, little bit of time saver. Since you no longer need the old bridge, you can just pick that one up. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh no, okay, that was weird. My controls were just completely
Get me a plank to cross that river.
Or completely wobbled around. There we go. We don't need to be very accurate there because they just it snaps in like it's made of magnets and not the magnet that I have on my plane. Oh, by the way, if you I remember I was like, why can't I pick things up? Thinking that the magnet worked automatically. No, you have to press circle to, or sorry, B to get this to work. So now, all I have to do, since not much left, I'm just gonna sabotage the other helicopter to make sure the bandit is just fine. There we go, we win.
Ha ha! Ha! Berkeley, you, sir, are a loser. Leave the field of battle in shame, pack up your crummy mail-order business, and get out of my town! Carl, you are all a duelist like me could want in a second. Sir, I salute you.
Yeah, Zero does seem like he would play Yu-Gi-Oh! I wonder if he, what his deck is. They just released him to good Dark Magician support, so maybe that's his It's his run. Well, then again, he seems like somebody who would run a Chaos Max deck. Anyway. Now, Zero's shop has one last secondary mission in it. It's very much a spiritual successor to the RC Vans missions. By the way, this mission is hilarious because originally I thought you were just supposed to be, it was like a seek and destroy mission where you're just looking for vans. Very similar to the missions in Grand Theft Auto 3 where you had to destroy mafia cars. But here's the thing. In order to avoid this mission being frustrating, they went with the simple and easy approach, which is that once you enter a certain area, all the cars that spawn in become vans, and it's kind of hilarious. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see? It's like all of a sudden Berkeley has like 100 vans everywhere. Oh my god! On this one turn! We've got so many fucking delivery vans! Okay, I'm gonna go back to flying because this is getting really annoying. And as I'm sure you can tell, the gun turret from the RC Baron actually has some pretty serious auto-aim, some auto-aim tracking. The success of its accuracy, on the other hand, is questionable. Yeah. But this is once again not a required mission. It is a side mission. Or sorry, not required for 100% is what I meant to emphasize. Now that we've just got the RC as just a asset that we can take money from, this is just simply a side feature. However, I figured we'd at least show this off once. It is kind of a cool mission, I'll admit that. It's just weirdly hilarious because unlike the RC missions from Grand Theft Auto 3, where there was that the sense of like, oh, you're looking for one thing and then trying to make the best of your opportunity and trying to find the absolute best way to get like combos with multiple cars intersecting at the same time. This one is just like, nah, no real strategy when it comes to timing. It's just shoot when you can. You just have, the only thing that you can do to improve your circumstances is slow down, and that's about it. Oh my god. Can we just stop and take and think about the ridiculousness of this situation? I'm controlling a remote control airplane, gunning down multiple vans, and multiple people who just happen to be in the way. Just to fucking get a high score. How silly. And anyway, as I mentioned, this is a business, so over time it accumulates more money. Now, we've got some time because we're done with the regular missions, so now we're gonna do the side missions for this part. On this one, oh dear, I'm gonna be doing the Courier missions that Caesar has been calling us about all this time. Big Smoke's cache refreshes every Monday and Friday, and the Yay Courier refreshes every Wednesday and Saturday. So I'm saving. Now it is Monday because 6 hours have passed. However, the cache leaves at slightly earlier than 9. What I'm going to be doing now is driving all the way to around Big Smoke's house. I believe that's where it is, if I'm not mistaken. So I gotta go all the way to Los Santos and try this out. I also should probably get a car because the cache mission has you ramming your car into the enemies. And obviously in a motorcycle, crashing your car into another one is, or sorry, crashing your vehicle into the opponent is not a good idea. So this mission looks like it has a bit of a ceiling to it, that you can just keep attacking the people who are coming out in their cars and just keep at it until they run out of money or until you can't follow them anymore. The mission ends once they enter San Fierro. So we're pretty close to Big Smoke's house, but I'm hoping but I want to see where exactly it spawns. So I'm going to be here, see what happens. So around now is where Caesar should call us. It is Monday, so he should. This mission is called Big Smoke's Cache.
Diggity dog.
It's supposed to be every Monday through Friday, or Monday and Friday. This is fucking weird. Alright, thankfully I saved, so if I really want to, I could actually just reload my save and then go all the way back out here again. Oh, now you fucking call!
The cache is leaving Los Santos again.
Okay, I'm on it.
What the fuck? So I went over there in person. Oh my god. And let's see if I was correct about the location. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, that was weird. I couldn't press start. But, where did they starting at? Okay, that's pretty close to Big Smoke's house. I'm assuming they're actually going to be going north. So, yeah, I fucking pissed around all that time. Now I gotta go and meet them in person. I think the actual idea is that no matter what, you have to start in San Fierro and then go over there. But I could have sworn that I previously started this in Los Santos. So yeah, most of this is just gonna be finding the car and then ramming the car. Okay, so we're this far near the refinery, and oh shit, they're taking the very. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that. Shit. They're taking the much lower path, which I didn't expect. Ah, crap. Yeah, shoot. They said it's when they enter San Fierro is when the exit. Fuck. Okay, where are they? So it looks like they're taking the path to San Fierro through Flint.
Great good guy Big Smoke, who today unveiled his new orphanage in a ceremony in Los Santos.
Yes.
Hang on, actually, this is somewhat.
I'd just like to say this is a great day for the impoverished and disadvantaged of Los Santos. And it's a real honor that I am as generous as I am. I remember when I was a little boy, my dear mother would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I said, Mom, I want to be a saint. It's a great opportunity. The Big Smoke Orphanage teaches kids important skills. I was an orphan. I struggled. I saw friends make mistakes and get pulled from the path of righteousness. But now, thanks to the generosity of a great man like me, kids is gonna be saved. Big Smoke, baby. Remember the name.
In crime news, Asian gang trouble in San.
Okay, yeah, I felt that was worth highlighting, just because it kind of shows the that the game actually does try to keep the. Oh wait, I know where that is. Shit. Yeah, the game does try to update story beats within the other game's medium. So at the moment, you may have noticed that I just sort of stopped and turned around because I know where he's coming out of. He entered the San Fierro Los Santos tunnel over here. Shoot, but that might mean that he is very close to screwing me over. So yeah, this is how it works. Bash the cache and grab the cache. Or sorry, I guess I'm trying to think of something smarter, like, oh good, he's stupid! Oh, fucking fantastic. He's an idiot. Okay, there we go. We stole all the money from the Courier. We can do this every Monday and Friday. So yeah, that's a demonstration of how it's supposed to work. And there are some flowers on the road. I probably could have used those. Oh, what the fuck? I could have sworn his Hummer just disappeared. But anyway, yeah, that's an example of the, not the Courier mission, the Big Smoke's cash mission. All things considered, kind of small potatoes compared to some of the money we've made in property and stuff. But still, pretty cool. So, damn it. So I'm going to be heading back to San Fierro and doing a different type of Courier mission. Something that's actually the San Fierro successor to the Courier mission we had in Los Santos. Except this time we've got a much beefier set of wheels. So the actually the hippie shopper has a very good couple of landmarks to be able to recognize it by. One is this mini graveyard where you can get flowers. The other is this place that I thought was the church, but I think is actually the Epsilon meeting group, which I think is supposed to be this game's equivalent to a Scientology, which, if I'm not mistaken, got a huge expansion in Los Santos. So anyway, here is the motorcycle courier mission in San Fierro. It's much more heavily expanded upon in the sense that you've got a bigger car and you're expected to go to a much wider array of locations. However, it is smaller in the sense that it actually has fewer levels. Like, I think you only have about 4 levels and then you're done. As opposed to the Courier on a bike, which I think had 5 or 6. I think the expectation is that exploring the city on a bike is just going to take... It requires a lot less ingenuity than... I said on a bike, but I meant like a motorcycle. It requires a lot less ingenuity than on a pedal bike. Put it that way. And that's what a lot of these side missions, I think, are supposed to do. They're supposed to make you think in a way that you wouldn't have otherwise. That you was like, okay, how am I supposed to get from point A to point B? So, yeah. The routing here is slightly less important, but you're still going to want to have an idea of where you're going. Because otherwise you could go to the way wrong location. But from practice, I remember that only a few times was I completely gone. And worst comes to worst, you can just go on your map. And same advice, the same basic principle applies here that applied to the other courier mission. Try to get, try to avoid any kind of U-turns and just make one singular continuous path as smooth as possible. Now, the mission does give you some spare parcels, I'll put it that way, so that you aren't completely screwed if you miss. But you get extra cash if you don't need them. Oh boy, and this one right under the freeway. Oh dear. Did you guys see that? One of the cars actually disappeared directly in front of me. I think the game was confused as to which direction I was looking at. As far as how many spares, I believe it's 2 on each level. And I think one of these was actually right next to us, but I just didn't notice. I accidentally routed a better location. So yes, the radius of how far you're traveling across the city is much bigger here than it was in Los Santos, but Los Santos was not only a bigger city in general, you were also on a much slower vehicle. Alright. And just gotta make it back with time to spare. You're given points and money based on how much spare time you have and how many spare items you have. But as far as I can tell, time is far more important than your spare items. See? Got 3 grand right there. So again, going this way. Drop things off. And keep it going. This is another one of those side missions that I think would actually be just fine. It's just that there are so many missions quite similar to this one that the repetition does start to come in. I think that's just going to keep happening because this is a game that clearly was designed to be taken kind of slowly. And of course, like, they kind of predict everybody was gonna do the story missions very slowly. Not because of like, oh, the story mission is so uninteresting, but it's more that it's like, well, the thing is, or it was more that the draw to Grand Theft Auto was what I would describe as non-mission mayhem. So just the off time between missions is where you're actually supposed to be spending like the majority of your time, which I'm not really showing here. I might start doing that because there's one thing that is not exactly a 100% requirement, but I would be interested to show it. And that is a rating in your stat screen. Oh shit. Oh fuck. It disappeared, fuck. So right there, I just lost one of my spares. Friggin' hell. But yeah, in my stat screen, there is a rating that you see up there. Nobody ever really thinks about it, but the game does track what you do through everything else on the stat screen and then figures out your rating based on that. There is a final rating in that. And in some ways, that could be seen as like an ultimate 100% goal. That rating is the King of San Andreas. From what I understand, in order to get this, you have to have been like, you have to survive having like a 6-star rating for like 60 minutes among a bunch of other things. Oh dear. So hang on. Right up there, the rating I have up there, which says shooter, it's at 6782. There is a final tally score that is available once you just do a bunch of stuff. And after all that, the highest rating you can get is the King of San Andreas. I may attempt to do this by just causing mayhem intermittently. So I'm wondering like what I'm gonna have to do to gimmick that up to make it fit in line. I guess I'll just turn it into like a score 'em up of some kind. You know, even though you would expect like the hog to not be able to get really good air, it's actually pretty shocking how good it can be. Maybe I think it's because in Vice City it's really dreadful for that, and it was like thoroughly outclassed by the PCG, I believe. Shit. And by the way, yes, it is, you have to be on the bike and not just any vehicle. Sadly, if the bike falls in the ocean, you're kind of screwed. Thankfully, there's only one questionable spot where you might fall into the ocean. I don't think I'm gonna make this, but I should be able to get close. Oh, fuck, and now I gotta deal with the rooftop. Oh, what? Shit. Okay, now I have to splice things together later on. So I think that makes 2 unique stunts I've already done. Check out that woman who was in the stuck in the concrete. The city workers, they told her they told her not to step in the wet concrete, but she wouldn't listen. She wanted to make her mark. And right here is an example of something where, had I looked at the map, I could have avoided this needless backtracking. It's like, even if it's just a slight deviation, I should have been able to just recognize, oh, this is right here. Okay, so, to make sure I don't have to go further, 1 there, and 1 there. Is it just 2? Oh, shoot, is it? No, there's 1 way friggin' out there. Ah, dang. Is what, again, it's, again, this is a, something that off the mini-map planning didn't prepare me for. I tried to route things out in a way that seemed reasonable to me, but then once I see the map, I'm like, oh no, I should have gone out to the hotel and gotten the one that's fucking flat out in the middle of nowhere first, because having to go back out there and then back to the start is just going to be a pain in the ass. I might as well have been able to do something where once I get there, I can go to like 900 miles an hour and just get to the next one after that. Thankfully, I believe this is actually the last one. And hell, I remember the first time I did the Courier missions, I was trying to like give it some spicy lore where the police are in on the drug trade. And but the thing is, this one just ends with saying, oh yeah, people at the hotel do drugs. You didn't need me to tell you that. Alright. Although they're very haphazardly doing drugs because they just fucking have them right on the sidewalk. Freaking hell, this is what rich people can afford. It's like, oh, I get indicted on drug possession. Fuck it, I'll just hire a really nice lawyer. He'll get me out of it. Plea deal. You know, all the good things. It's like it would damage the community if I was arrested. There we go, the hippie shower. Now the property generates a maximum of $2,000. Make sure to collect it regularly. Anyway, I believe now we are on Monday night, which would make tomorrow Tuesday night. Now that we've done 2 courier missions, or I guess I should say we've done 2 money collection missions related to drugs, we're gonna do one last one. All this time Caesar's been telling us that Ye is leaving San Fierro. So let's actually do those missions. I'm on Monday night, so unfortunately my only real recourse to speed things up is save scumming. I just keep forcing these things forward a few hours. And after this, we should get a call. Damn it, Caesar, call. Okay.
Hey, Caesar, the Yay leaving San Fierro, right?
Right, but they're using bikes, CJ, and they go cross country.
Okay, I'm gonna see what I can dig up.
So from what I remember, they leave the, they leave at around the tunnel right here. No, wait. Oh, they leave from there? Really? What the fuck? I didn't think that. Helena! Back me up! You have 1,000 guns, come on! Ah, shit, so we gotta deal with this ourselves. That would have been fucking amazing if this actually did have like the full cell phone system of like the later Grand Theft Auto games where you could just call Helena and just say, hey, there's somebody in a bike. Can you that might be coming across on a bike that maybe has these physical descriptions. Can you take them? Can you slow them down or take them out for me? Oh, Jesus, that could have gotten bad. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. It's weird, but the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, a remake of San Andreas actually doesn't sound that bad. It's just that, like, how much are they gonna chop back? How much are they gonna introduce microtransactions? How much are they gonna introduce the GTA currency and shit? Because like the guys who now own the Grand Theft Auto series are kind of notorious for being some greedy motherfuckers. Jesus, they're still out there. Wait, they're right into Helena's fucking farm. God damn. What the fuck? So they go cross country, but they do very basic cross country when I was doing this in practice. Like, at most, they would just go on the dirt roads that I would go onto anyway. Okay, where are you? Oh my God, they really are on just Helena's fucking farm. I don't know why she tolerates them. Okay. Alright, so been here before. They're on the Haystacks Calhoun. And there we go, they're at the gate. And I believe they inexplicably just turn left here and then go much further north. I think their hideouts are way far away. There we go. Pick up the yay and the money. And there we go. That's the yay courier missions from Big Smoke. Is it worth taking the time to do these? Really not. Pretty much every other side quest in the game will give you better money or benefits compared to that one. Like, compared to the firefighter mission. I guess the big thing about the courier and the money missions is that it just encourages you to go back to Los Santos, which a lot of people would probably want to do anyway. So it gives them like a reason to go with more of a benefit. But with 100% in mind, not really. The courier and the yay courier missions are not required for 100%. However, I probably should have been more clear about that. Big Smoke's money and Big Smoke's yay courier missions are not required. However, the courier missions from the local businesses are required for 100%. And you know that the reason that they didn't keep Big Smoke's courier and money courier and yay courier missions required for 100% is because they will disappear once we do one of our missions. So join me next time when... Oh shit, I don't have the list in front of me. But there's only one person left. Someone we've had a lot of brief encounters with, but never anything extended. So next time we do this, we're gonna meet Wuji. However, I have to give one hell of a big starting point to this, because I'm likely not gonna start with the Wuji missions next time, because what I'm gonna be doing as the side quest for the next part, I'm gonna be collecting the oysters. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that. See you guys then.